Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with another color with me. This one here is from Swissie Design. It's called Punkin Swissie, and this is one of the newer stamp set that I've brought into my scrap room, so I'm really glad that I'm getting to color it right away. And spoiler alert, I've already put her, I can't remember if I put her on a page or I've put her in a page kit. I might have put her on a page already. And actually, when I'm looking at my book right now, both the areas are empty. So that means I think she's on a page for one and she's in a page kit to make another page. And that is the whole purpose why I'm doing these. They're fun to color, but I want to make sure that I actually put them on layouts. That's my ultimate goal. Let's talk about the colors that I use for this girl. Now, I want to say the order that I say the colors, that's the orders that I laid the color on this image. So for the face, it's E000, E00, and R20. The hair is Y21, YR31, and Y28. Pumpkin is YR000, YR00, and YR02. The outfit is BV000, BV00, and BV11. The leaf and shoes are YG0000 and YG63. The lolly is R00 and R21. And the top, which is like her sweater, is the top is the top of the pumpkin, is E70 and E74. This was so fun to color. It was probably one of my favorite ones to color. And I'm almost glad that I used them both up because that means I'm probably going to color more. Now, the first one I'll probably do exactly the colors that I did for this one because these colors are perfect for Halloween, right? You got the orange, you got the green, and you got the purple. But I think I wouldn't mind, instead of the purple, maybe switch it to pink, her outfit and her socks and stuff, just so that, I can use it on, different layouts and stuff. I am having so much fun coloring these stamp sets. I mean, this is a new stamp set in my room now, but I've had Swissie Design stamps in my room for probably 15 plus years. Have I ever colored them before and put them on layouts? Yes. But I would color one or two image. I would make a page or two, and then the stamps would go back on the shelf, and I would not touch them for 5 or 6 years. This is probably this is the first time that I've consistently at least colored one stamp image every week. And I know it's because of the accountability. I said I was going to have a color with me every week. And now I'm just making sure that I am, doing exactly that. Now I'm noticing because I'm using my markers a whole lot more, I know they're going to dry out a whole lot faster than they were before because like I said, sometimes I could go 5 years without touching my Copic markers. And now I'm coloring with them absolutely every week. So I am slowly building my stash of the refills. They're not super expensive. I think they're $5.50 for one refill, and you'll probably be able to refill it like 7 to 9 times depending on how much you have to refill every time. But it's like the shipping, and I have to get them in the States, and sometimes there's customs. So I'm just slowly building them up. I'm hoping to get like 20 maybe every couple months or something like that. Now let's talk about the Ohuhu markers. The face, of course, I use R18, R19, and R20. The hair is Y120, Y240, and Y9. The pumpkin is YR4, YR170. The outfit is V230, V250. The leaf and shoes is GY7, GY5. The lolly is R20, R21, and the top is E210, E170. And the same thing, I always start with the lightest color, go on to the next, lay down the next darkest color, then I go back to my first marker and kind of blend in that color, and I do that back and forth. Now I have to say, if you find that your paper is getting wet, move on to the next thing. That happens to me a lot for the hair, because the hair is probably what I struggle the most with. So I find like I'll do the hair, I move on to something else, and then you'll notice that I'll go back to the hair. And that's because I'm giving the alcohol time to kind of dry up, and then I go back and finish the hair. And if you just give it time to not get super soaked, because if you soak your image, what's going to happen is you're going to get that seepage, you know, it's going to go beyond the stamped image, and I don't like that. And yes, there's the colorless blender, and you know, it takes a little bit of the color away, but a lot of times it just makes a mess. And this is probably one of my favorite parts, is getting my bullet journal ready to put my colored image in. So what I like to do is I stamp the image twice, one for the Copic, one for the Ohuhu, and I like to kind of frame my image. So I bought a whole bunch of 1/8 washi tape, and then I just kind of put it around the image, and then beside the image I like to make a box, and then I use some watercolor markers. So those aren't alcohol markers, they're just watercolor, and then I highlight every second line, and then I write down the colors that I used. So usually I do this in a few steps, you know. One day I will choose my markers, and then I'll color the Copic one, and then I'll color the Ohuhu, and then I'll do my dot journal. And then that way I'm not sitting there for an hour, and I just enjoy doing it that way. But that's it. That is going to complete this cute little pumpkin. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. If you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.